name is Albert Sody, and if I got a tale for you. Fact is, I guarantee right now you ain't gonna believe it. You're gonna walk out of here saying, I don't believe a word that old Uper said. But it's the truth. Sure as I'm sitting here. You're sure I'm sitting here. Which is what this story's all about. Oh, wait. What am I thinking, eh? Talk about putting your cart before your horse. Those of you that got a pint, now's the time to bring it out. Those of you that ain't got no whiskey, well, you should be ashamed of yourselves for traveling light. A man without a drink in his hand is a man on his way to get a drink. If he ain't on his way to get a drink, then he must be from the DNR. That's Department of Natural Resources, and don't get me started on them. What? The story I'm about to tell starts in November of '89 at Sody Deer Camp, just north of Escanaba. Now that's the heart of the UP, for those of you that don't know nothing. And when I say UP, I don't mean Mackinac Island. I'm talking your big bays, your Michigamis, your Ontonogans. How many here ever set foot in Ontonagon, eh? Alrighty then. But those of you that aren't too familiar with the Superior State, there's a few things that need to be explained. First thing is, in the UP, we don't explain nothing. But it's not that we're unfriendly by nature. It's just if we would have wanted company, we would have let them build the bridge a lot sooner. Another thing you need to know is, we think of those of you that live below the Big Mac Bridge as trolls, lopers, apple knockers, flatlanders, and my personal favorite, fudge suckers. How many of you flatland and apple knocking fudge suckers are here tonight, eh? Alrighty then. You ever eat a pasty?
Yes.
Good. But we all love pasties, eh? I said pasty, not pasty. Two different things. A pasty is a delicious meat pie made out of meat, potatoes, rutabagas, and lard. If you're lucky enough to meet a woman that makes a good pasty pie, grab her by the hand and take her to camp. That's what I did. Finnish gal by the name of Big Betty Baloo. Not only could she make the best pasties in town, but she was the only girl in Escanaba that owned a toothbrush. Unfortunately, she only used it to brush her eyebrows. And, don't get me started on that. You should also know, if you don't already, that the UP's got some of the best hunting and fishing in the world. There's trout streams, clear as glass, where the steelhead, they jump right out of the water onto your hook. Bears, tall as Norway pines. We got wolf, beaver, moose, partridge. We got fox and rabbit, and of course, the box. Holy water, we got box. Big as Buicks, with racks that stretch across the straits. Well, you could slice the venison of one of the Superior State bucks and feed the whole state of Wisconsin. But you need to know about the other UP, the part only the Indians understand. My oldest boy, he married one, yeah. Full-blooded Ojibwa. Goes by the name of Wolf Moondance. Strange girl, to say the least. But I'm getting ahead of myself again. As great-grandpa Alphonse always used to say, if you don't know where to start, go back to the beginning. Wah! From the loins of our union, Big Betty Baloo bore two boys, Reuben and Remner. I'll tell you right now, they ain't the sharpest tools in the shed. Many's the time I said to myself, Albert, you should have raised hogs. These steadies have hands.
Hello!
Hello!
Is this the Sody Deer Camp?
You found her.
The world famous Sody Deer Camp?
The one and the same.
Is that Albert Sody Sweet Sap Whiskey I see?
Well, you'll be so lucky.
I better have me a snort, eh?
Well, if you know what's good for you. Roman, he hadn't missed a deer camp in over 30 years. He loved hunting. Couldn't get enough of it. Trouble was, in all those years of camp, he was still waiting to bag his first buck. He was, as we say, without venison. Which ain't a big deal if you're some orange-clad, ear-flapping fudsucker bopping over the bridge. But if you're a sody to have gone that long in life without hanging your first buck on the buck pole, well, you might as well have a streak of yellow running right down the middle of your back.
A little heavy on the sap.
Little what?
Heavy on the sap. A little heavy on the sap.
What are you talking about, a little heavy on the sap? The sap's what makes her.
Well, that may be, but if I didn't know any better, I'd say I just drank from a bottle of maple syrup.
Give me the jar.
Just said it was a little heavy on
Give me the damn jar back.
Don't go off now.
You don't like it, be man enough to say so. Man, you can't look another man in the hairy eyeball and tell him he's a little heavy and the sap ain't much of a man.
All I said was last year's batch weren't so sappy.
I suppose you'd like it if I took the sap all altogether then. Would that make you happy?
Well, I wouldn't think of DeLockery's sugar bush every time I took a snort, I can tell you that.
Well, I ain't about to do it. Put that in your pipe and stick it up your ass.
Well, maybe I will.
Well, go ahead then.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Jesus crumbs.
As you can see, that here at camp was as tense as a moose's butter in fly season. And render didn't help.
Hello!
Hello!
Is this the Sody Deer Camp?
You
found her.
The world famous Sody Deer Camp?
The one and the same.
Is that a White Albert Sody Sweet Sap Whiskey I see?
So you
You
might
like
be so much.
pancakes?
Don't have any sap, eh?
Where you been? You're late. You're supposed to be here at 6, eh?
Stopped off at the Rusty Rail. Picked up the beer, thank you very much.
What'd you have to do? Brew it yourself?
It was ladies' night.
Don't tell me Joe Barry's sister was there.
Hey, for your information, she come up to me, eh?
Remnar.
I had to fight her off.
You're supposed to steer clear of her, aren't you?
Did you want the beer or not?
I know what the beer. Take it back.
Court orders, Remnar.
Well, I ain't in court, am I?
She's gonna stick the cops on you just like last time.
They was playing this game, eh?
I don't want to hear this.
They put all the guys on one side of the bar, all the girls on the other, eh? Then they get all the guys a cue stick off the pool table. He puts it between his legs like this, eh? Puts a tip point up.
I get the picture, eh?
They put all the girls on the other side of the bar. They get a roll of toilet paper between their legs like this.
Yeah?
We all put our hands on our heads. At count of 3, they put on the Bee Gees, and we all start dancing towards each other. You can tell by how I use my Here's what I got your cue stick into the toilet paper roll. Brings a briefcase of lighting. We'll thank you very much.
She's married, Remnar. She's filed a restraining order.
Couldn't help myself. That girl has got lips like a sturgeon.
Your mother had lips like a sturgeon.
That's not all, Pop. You should have seen her. I thought I was looking at an angel. Long brown hair, hawk nose, hands like a logger. This girl could split wood.
Your mother could split wood.
Did you bring pasties? Tell me you brought your pasties, eh?
We're gonna eat like kings, eh?
Oh, you know me. You know how I can be, eh?
Don't remind us.
I'm a man with habits. If things aren't just so,
Things won't work out.
That's right. Tell me again you brought your pasties.
I took care of it, eh?
Is this heaven or is this heaven, eh?
This is heaven.
I think I look forward to opening the deer season more than any other day of the year.
Who done, eh?
It's like Christmas with guns.
Wow.
You feel lucky this year, Pop?
Some of us don't need luck.
Well, I don't mind telling you, I'm feeling real lucky.
We'll pass something over this way, eh?
I was on my way up to camp tonight. I had one of those things.
One of those things?
You know those things you get when you're driving. Yeah.
Blackouts?
No! What are those things? Like, it flashes across your mind like a dream, but you're not sleeping.
A vision.
A vision! I had me a vision tonight. A big one. In fact, it was such a big vision. I think it was a sign.
How much beer you drunk tonight?
I was just driving down the road, eh? Thinking about what socks to wear, what scope to use, how much beer to take. You know,
The essentials.
that's right. When all of a sudden, front of me is a 50-point buck.
A 50-point buck?
There ain't no such thing as a 50-point buck.
It was so real. It didn't move. Right in front of my truck. I almost swerved off the road. And the thing was, he didn't go away. I kept seeing him and seeing him and seeing him.
And you're still driving this whole time?
I do not believe I was, no. Somebody had their hands on the steering wheel. But I can't tell you for sure they was mine, eh?
Holy wow.
Oh, it was, right. All I could see was this monster buck in my mind.
In your mind is right.
So I pictured myself bringing up my turdy-turdy. I get him right in the crosshairs. And still, he don't move a muscle. When he's facing me straight up, I can't get a good shot. So I whisper to him, turn around, big boy. Let me see you from the side. And sure enough, he turns for me. And he's standing there like the trophy daddy is. And that's when he spoke to me.
He spoke? I'm talking buck.
Take me, Remnar. Take me now. So I raised up my turdy-turdy. I cocked back the hammer. And I blew up the face of the earth! I tell you, Ruben, he was as real as you!
I wish I had been the one that seen it. Oh.
I'd be the only buck you see this year, eh?
Oh, put a sock in it, Pop. You're just jealous because I kicked your butt last year.
You didn't kick my butt.
My 12-pointer to your little 4-point four-corner. I'd say that's a butt kicking in anybody's book. Ruben, would you say that's a butt kicking?
That's a butt kicking.
I took the 4-corner and passed up on the 20-pointer.
Oh, the 20
Because I didn't have a clear shot. That's right. You can't make a clean kill, you don't make no kill at all.
Well, if you ain't gonna pull the trigger, at least snap a picture. Then we'll have something for the scrapbook.
Hey, watch who you're talking to, eh?
Here we go.
Bob.
I'm not leave him alone, eh?
Yeah, I shot the biggest buck of anyone in this room.
Oh yeah, when was that?
I need a beverage.
Back in 1261. Back when the bucks were as big as mosquitoes. That's right.
Bucks with wings. I'd like to see that.
18 points with 15-inch tines. Rack spread at 26 inches. Stressed out at 254 pounds. And don't you forget it.
Sure you didn't shoot a cow, Pop?
It would have been a state record if I would have reported it.
Well, it wasn't, because you didn't.
What the hell it wasn't?
It's not a state record if you don't report it, Pop.
I don't believe in state records.
Oh, you don't believe in state records.
I don't believe in anything managed by the goddamn DNR.
They ain't even managed by the They're managed by the that big gamekeeping organization downstate, the CBM. They're managed by the CBM, Pop, the
Commemorative Bucks of
Commemorative
Michigan.
Bucks of Michigan. You got to report it to the Commemorative Bucks of Michigan, Pop.
There's only one record book that counts, and that's right here.
Here we go.
How do you think when great-grandpa Alphonse take the Sody Ridge Buck back in 1922, did he call it the state? Hell no!
Probably hold a state record if you had.
Come back to camp, pulled out the Sody camp log, and started writing it down for all posterior. Where the hell is it?
Right there.
Oh yeah. November 15th, 1922. 28 points. With a rack spread at 33 3/4 inches. Dressed out at an estimated weight of 385 pounds. That's not a state record, boys. That's a world record.
How do you know what's in there, Sonny? Anybody could have written anything.
Because it's sacred. If it's in there, it's the truth.
Well, then you just make sure you got a pencil handy. Because when I come down from the ridge tomorrow, there's going to be a new Sody record holder. Thank you very much.
You on the ridge tomorrow?
It's bear shit in the woods.
I hate to tell you, but they ain't up on the ridge this year.
They ain't up on the ridge.
Oh, not this year, no.
Oh, the big ones are up on the ridge. Trust me.
They are?
Trophies. I seen the tracks.
How big?
Big. And you know what they say. Big bucks make big tracks. Store that away for a rainy day.
Big bucks make big tracks.
You mind if I hunt it with you?
What?
The ridge. I was thinking maybe we could hunt it together.
What do you mean?
The two of us, you know.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because I hunt alone, that's why not.
Well, I don't mean side by side. I'll take one end of the ridge and you can take the other.
That's no good. Before you know it, we'll be shooting each other.
The ridge is 5 miles long.
I know that very much, and I plan on hunting every inch of it. Why don't you hunt the swamp?
The swamp.
You can't hunt the swamp.
Why can't you hunt the swamp?
Because I'm hunting the swamp.
The whole swamp?
Yeah, the whole swamp?
Well, you're hunting the whole ridge.
Well, that's how I hunt.
Well, that's how I hunt.
You can't hunt the swamp the same way
The hell you
They're
can.
two different terrains. Pop.
Wait a minute, wait just a minute. If you're up on a ridge and Pop's down in the swamp, where the heck am I supposed to hunt?
How about out by the road?
What by what road?
M35.
M35, that's state highway.
Deer love the highway.
I hit one just last week.
I'm not gonna hunt a highway, it's a highway.
I think you're missing out on an opportunity here. I might have to go myself, depending on how my luck goes up on the ridge.
Not if I get there first.
Thought you were hunting the swamp.
You mean to tell me you want me to set up a blind on a shoulder M35 and wait for the next 10-pointer that tries to cross in traffic?
I think you're in a plumb spot, I really do. Don't you, Pop?
Yeah, position game.
I see, said the blind man. Here,
What's this for?
stick it in.
What are you doing
Stick
there?
the knife in my back, remember? While you're at it, give it a good twist.
Give me the damn knife.
You don't want to do it with that knife there? Here.
Oh,
Dust
what the hell you
Go ahead, right there.
Put that gun down.
I ain't got the gun out, Pop.
You got a hold to yourself, eh? Nobody's gonna dust nobody in this camp unless I say so. What the hell's gotten into you?
Expect it from everybody else, but my own flesh and blood.
What are you talking about?
You're both scared to death that if I am anywhere near you tomorrow, you won't even see them.
Well, that's not true.
Oh, is that right? I want you both to look me in the hairy eyeball and tell me you don't think I'm cursed. Go ahead. Tell me.
I don't think you're cursed. Remner?
Holy butter, there you go.
Remner!
We're not the evil spirits.
We're not Catholic.
Well, McGinnis gave them to me. They're bugs.
Damn bees. You listen to me, and you listen good. No boy of mine's gonna walk around this camp thinking he's cursed. I'll admit that I'm guilty of thinking maybe my luck would be better if I knew you was somewhere else. That ain't no way to treat your own. At least some of your own. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, eh? If you want, you can hunt the swamp with me tomorrow. Or if you'd rather try your luck up on the ridge, I'm sure your brother would be more than happy to set you up in his lucky blind there, eh? Is that right, Brenner? Brenner?
Fine, he can hunt the ridge.
Now, I for one think your problem's more along the lines of you're just a shitty shot.
A shitty shot?
Face it, son, you couldn't hit a house if you was sitting in it. As great-grandpa Alphonse always used to say, all things come to those who shoot straight. Besides, I think maybe this is going to be your year.
You say that every year. And every year I come up empty.
But you're not going to get it done. Take it like that. Got to believe it'll happen for it to happen. That's the first rule of hunting.
You sound like my wife. The other night I was up walking the floors, and she comes downstairs and said, "Why do you walk so far and travel so short a distance?" And I said, "Wolf Moon Dance, will you still love me if I come back without a buck?" And she said, "I will always love you, bear with 3 legs."
Bear with what?
Bear with 3 legs. It's the Indian name she gave me. It means I got
I know what it means.
Proud of something.
So she said, "If a buck is what you want, I will make it so." She's so funny. Oh, it was gibberish.
Yeah, they believe in some pretty strange things. Sometimes they believe in things so strongly that they seem to come true, or at least to them they do.
You, believe everything in here is the truth?
The Sodi Bible.
You know what happened in 1969?
I don't believe I do.
That was the year Uncle Allen got his first buck. You know what Uncle Allen was when he got his first buck? 35. And aside from being a family idiot that he was, and I don't think anybody will disagree with me there.
Yeah, Looney Tunes.
Yeah. According to this, Elvin shot himself a six-pointer, which happened to be sniffing around the back of the two-holer at a time when Elvin happened to be in it, making him, at the embarrassing late age of 35, the oldest sodie in the history of sodies ever to bag a buck. Signed his brother, Albert Sodie. How old am I, Pop? Pop?
35.
Holy what?
Oh, he was, right. That means if I come up empty this year, I will become the oldest sodie in the history of the sodies. Never to bag a buck.
So there it was. There it is, right in the hairy eyeball. He sat there trying to figure out some way to keep Reuben from ending up on the wrong end of the record books. The trouble with hunting is you can plan and plan and plan, and at the end, it's out of your hands. And in November '89, it was out of our hands more than we knew.
Oh, what was that? Was that a light?
That was a light?
Was that a light?
Might have been a sighting.
A sight!
It was a sighting. We seen a sighting, Pop.
Now you got to know about the UFOs. They exist in the UP, they do. You spend any amount of time in the UP, and eventually you'll see one too. See my first back in '65 over the Bark River. It was this streak in silver, flash of light across the sky. And then another right behind it, and then another. 3 in a row. Couldn't believe my eyes. Bud McGinnis, he claims that a bright white dish come over the trees and settled above his boathouse. It just hovered there above him. He was sure they was about to take him away. But if you knew Bub like I know Bub, you'd know why they passed. Now the Jimmer was a different story. Jimmer Legamini from Menominee, he claims he had seen the same kind of white dish hovering above him a couple of years ago. Except they didn't pass on the Jimmer. He was abducted. It's the truth. He was gone for a whole weekend. When they brought him back the following Monday, there was a few things about the Jimmer that were pretty hard to ignore. First of all, he could drink like a fish. And the second was the way he talked. It was different, very different.
Chevy sugar shit! Chevy sugar shit!
His what? Sugar what?
Chevy sugar shit! Chevy sugar shit! Where's the shit yet, George? It's sugar shit! It's sugar shit! You know what's in the shit? Where?
What? Give me a beer!
Incoming!
Here you go! Oh, Jesus!
A short beers!
A cold beer!
It is cold! Shoulder! Shoulder!
Colder!
Colder!
There's cooler ice cold beer in the back of my truck! Go!
Cold beer! Cold beer!
I never seen it like this, eh? No. I don't know what's wrong with him. He looks like he's seen a ghost. You didn't see a ghost, did you, Jimmer?
My Chevy took a shit!
Hey, Chevy, you took your shit.
Beers! Beers! Romance!
Here it is, Jimmer. Ice cold beer. Just how you like it, eh?
Boomity boom!
Boomity boom.
Boomity boom.
Yeah, boomity boom!
The shotgun! Jimmer wants the shotgun!
You want the shotgun, Jimmer?
Boomity boom!
All right, we're going to give you the shotgun. Calm down, eh?
Make sure he's got clear passage, eh?
Like looking down a tool.
You ready, Jimmer?
All right. Put the shotgun for you. Call it out, Pop.
Ready, aim, fire!
There you go, eh?
Oh! There you go!
There you go, Jimmer, eh?
Oh, wow. All right.
Swedish whiskey chaser!
With a whiskey chaser?
Jimmer wants a whiskey chaser.
Sweet, man, out of the course, eh?
Out on the boards, go!
Hold on the porch.
I'm going.
The Jimmer had become a living legend. And not because he'd been abducted. 2 or 3 of those a year.
I got it.
His capacity for drinking had spread throughout the water holes of the UP. The regulars, up to the White Dirt Birch Tavern there, they compare him to the Lake Hemo fish, known amongst the Anishinaabe as the Great White Stomach. Now, Hemo made a nice living drinking any and all things put in front of him, including that fateful bucket of wastewater from the bilge of a Scandinavian oil tanker. God rest his soul. Jimmer the Gomini from Menominee, he was cut from the same piece of cloth.
She's so sharp. She's so sharp, you know, she can put some on my sharp jacks.
Where's your Chevy at, Jimmer?
Oh, my Chevy is so shit.
We know that, eh? Where'd you leave it? Out on 35?
I was on a roach.
Which road? The road in the camp?
Yeah, camp roach.
The camp road?
Hey, what do you say we jump in my snowcat and go see if we can get her started, eh?
I don't think so.
Why not?
Birch in the Shamish.
What?
Birch in the Shamish.
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 Oh, flames!
Flames!
Burst into
You
flames?
mean you set your Chevy on fire?
Self on fire.
The Chevy set itself on fire.
Birch in the Shamish. Oh, I should be.
Jimmer, just calm down, okay?
She's sitting there, just trying myself up to Sam. When all of a sudden, my Chevy shook a shit. Right in the scratch, it shook a shit. So, I guess I'll shoot my Chevy shook, eh? So when all of a sudden, shaboom! She Chevy, she burst in the Shamish. And I'm in sure where Shamish everywhere. So, I reach in the back seat, grabs my sheep and shag, my sandwiches, my shrimping. So when all of a sudden, ooh, some more. She starts running, and she's gonna drive away all by herself. So I jumps back, and I am scared for my yikes. Grabs my shrimping 250, and I starts shooting. Boom, boom, boom.
Let's back up a second. You say you were driving along, minding your own business, when all of a sudden your Chevy takes a shit. You get out to take a look, and when you do, kaboom, it bursts into flames. While it's in flames, you grab your Remington and your sleep bag and whatever else you got.
Hey, sandwiches and beers.
Sandwiches and beers, right? You grab those out of the back seat there, and when you do, while your car's still on fire, the engine starts running again. Am I right so far?
Yeah, so far,
And that's when you started shooting your Chevy.
that's what my Remington.
Remington,
250.
250, right? Boomity, boomity, boom.
Jesus crumbs.
What's wrong, Pop?
I'm sorry to report that this year's batch of Albert Sody sweet sap whiskey is nothing but straight, unfiltered, out of the tree sap.
The whole batch?
All that's missing is the pancakes and butter.
Mr. Sody, that means?
That's right, Jimmer. We are in camp without whiskey.
Holy
If I didn't know better, I'd say this camp was... Holy mother, there he's... My father started all these ghosts. Holy
We would have had a sense amongst us. We would have packed up our guns and drove back to Escanaba as fast as we could. But the strangeness surrounding Jimmer's Impala was reason enough. But when the best homemade whiskey ever to come out of the backwoods of the UP curled up like milk under our noses, but as great grandpa Alphonse always used to he'd say, if you're looking back at the things you missed, you won't know what hit you.
Who wants a pass?
The trouble was,
pasties!
Where'd you put your pasties?
we was about to get that head on.
Do what?
The pasties? We ain't got no sweet sap, but we got this. Pasties, right, Jimmer?
Well, sweet sap is very sappy.
Where you at?
The pasties?
We got pasties. I was in charge of bringing beer. You was in charge of
The
bringing...
food is here.
Where?
It's in camp.
Where in camp?
Out there in the boxes.
Here it is. Holy wow. For a minute there, I thought you forgot the pasties altogether.
Pasty.
Coming right up, Jimmer. Got a pasty pie, Pop?
Oh yeah, I'll have a pie.
All right. Big brother? Of course you do. Go ahead. Fire up your stove. Build a camp with the sweet smell of the greatest meat pie ever made.
We ain't having pasties this year.
We ain't. What?
We're gonna eat something different for a change.
Not at deer camp, we're not.
We have to have pasties.
Thought it might change our luck if we ate something else.
Change whose luck? My lunch just fine the way it is, thank you very much.
Speak for yourself, eh?
I do believe I was, eh?
Oh, no, chassis.
He sold you deer camp without pasties.
Let me remind you that pasties have been the traditional meal of choice ever since great-grandpa Alphonse first built this camp.
You can't stop a soldier tradition dead in its tracks.
That's like
Breaking one of the laws of nature.
Change is good.
no! Change is not good. Change is what you do when things aren't working.
Reuben, we know you're going through a tough time and all, but not having pasties at camp, that could stir up nothing but trouble with a capital T.
I'm already in trouble with the capital T, Pop.
Reuben, listen to me. Are you listening to me? What I'm about to say is very important.
What?
We've known each other since we was kids.
We're brothers, Remnar.
Hear me out. You know how I can be a little superstitious. Hey! Any change in my deer camp ritual, big or small, directly deflects the odds of me bagging a big buck. Every year I wake up on opening morning at the same time. I go to the same blind, by the same route, with the same gun, packing the same spam and mayonnaise on bunny bread sandwich. Even down to the shirt on my back. I've worn this shirt every opening day since the age of 9. Does it fit? No. Does it keep me warm? No. Does it smell? Most definitely. But does it guarantee the big buck for yours truly? You bet. Why? Because it's part of Remnar Sodi's deer camp ritual. A ritual that includes eating pasties!
You want to know what happens every time I eat pasties at deer camp? Nothing. For over 30 years I've been eating pasties. That's 3 decades of meat, potatoes, rutabaga, and lard. Every year sitting in the same blind waiting for first light. The only sound I hear is the sound of myself farting like a tuba at the back of the band.
Past is a soldier tradition, eh?
I know this very much, eh? But what do I got to show for all the rituals and traditions around here? What's all this sacred sodi carrying on done for me? When I walk down the streets of Escanaba, I hear it talk. They think I don't. But they forget. I got the ears on both sides of my head. Whispering as I go by. There goes Mother Teresa deer hunt. For look, Mommy, Daddy's best friend. But the one that hurts the most, the one that cuts right to the bone, there goes the buckless Uber. But it's more than that. You see, I got a vision too, Remnar, a big one. I see myself walking through the door of my own house, dragging a 10-pointer by the horns, and the wife looks up at me and I say, put on the lard and onions, honey, I'm gonna gut you fuck. And she throws her arms around me and hugs me and kisses me. And I'm happy at last, knowing that I, Reuben Sodi, have finally put the meat on the family table. And that's why I'm asking you, I'm begging you, can we please break with tradition just once, so that maybe, just maybe, my dream will come true?
All righty, Dad. I'll give it a go for you, Reuben. Jimmer? Remner. You're in my headlights now. Watch yourself.
Fine. No pasties.
You mean it?
For this here only.
Oh, thank you, Remnar. Thank you very much. You won't be sorry, eh? I promise.
Very nice gesture, Remnar. Very nice.
You just begged that buck there, Reuben.
I will, Pop. I can feel it. Maybe he'll even beg me a state record, eh?
You see anything with horns, just open fire.
Hey, Rubens, since you ain't serving chasties, I sure as heck hope you're serving shapjacks, because you know I can eat the shapjacks every day of the week.
I know you're
No,
good, Jimmer.
not flapjacks.
You know, they're shapjacks.
Macaroni and cheese, thank you very much.
With spam.
With
Oh,
spam.
shapjacks with spam.
Just spam for me here, eh?
Kraft, macaroni, and cheese.
No flapjacks, no macaroni and cheese, and no spam.
What?
No spam?
Boys, we're not going to only eat like kings, but that $20 you're going to throw in the kitty for pasties, keep it. I'm about to feed the whole camp all week for absolutely free.
Free? I'd like to thought of that, eh?
Whoa.
As great grandpa Alphonse always used to say, Anything free is worth saving your money for. I think even he would have coughed up a coin or two if he would have known what was on Reuben's menu.
A little over a month ago, sitting down at the supper table, when Wolf Moondance come out of the kitchen and said, "Here, drink this." I didn't know what the heck it was, eh? So I said, "What the heck is it, eh?" And she said, "There's more to bagging a buck than shooting a gun, eh?"
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
She said, before the hunt, the Ojibwas prepare a special recipe to give the hunters good luck. They believe that before the hunter can enter the woods, first, they have to have the right era around them.
The right what?
Era.
What's an era?
It's the air around you.
We all got an era?
Oh, yeah. Well, at least we're supposed to.
I can feel my ears.
That's good, Jimmer.
How do you know when the air around you is your era?
Your air is your era.
Is my era my air?
Just do the ritual, Remnar.
Oh, now, wait a minute there. We don't got to strip out our skivvies and dance around the table like that to Thanksgiving.
No, you don't have to.
I'll tell you right now.
You don't.
Yeah, no offense to your wife, but that's what you gotta do to get a piece of turkey at your place. I'll see you at Christmas.
You don't have to do any of that.
No, dancing around the table with the high hat on.
No dancing with the... No.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank you very much for that.
All you gotta do is drink this potion.
This what?
Wolf Moon Dance big enough to last us the whole week.
You mean like a magic potion?
According to her.
Tasty.
Oh, it's definitely got a taste to it, no doubt about that.
Yeah, but what the heck are we supposed to eat?
Well, we won't need nothing else to eat. It's very filling. One glass 3 times a day, and your era will be so strong. Instead of you hunting a buck, the buck will be hunting you.
Say, Reuben, what are those little chunky things there floating around?
They're protein. They're just chunks of protein.
How about your toast, eh?
Toast! May all the stars line up so that 50-pointer that was in my hand.
Wait a minute.
Walking over the light, over the ridge at first light. What?
I gotta do a little thing.
You gotta do a little thing.
Yeah,
What kind of little thing you got to do, Reuben?
incantation.
A what?
It's what the Ojibwas say right before we drink the potion. I'll nod when it's your turn to join in. Here, Buck, stand up. Jimmer, come on. Okay, you be the south. You be the north, Remnar. Jimmer, you be the east. And then I'll be the west.
Yeah, you be west.
Cacao. Kata. Cacao. Kata. Cacao. Kata. Bushu o Gichimanadu. Nadamo, nadamo, nadamoshan, nuenege, iwase, wawashke, megaminen, mino, sha, wende, gusiku, joguse, Gichi, manadu, megawenen, mishka, wakawen, umishkush, nishkena. Nadamo, nadamo, nadamoshan, nuerege, iwase, wawashke, ho, migrt, aho, 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 aho.
Tasty.
Yeah, this ain't that bad, eh?
Got a kick to it, I'll say that. What proof is this, Reuben?
Sorry to say, there's not a drop of alcohol in it.
Well, it ain't no pasty pie, but I can drink me a couple of these without looking up and saying hello. What's that white beer's got in here?
Well, like I said, it's a magic potion that goes back to generations.
Yeah, but what's in it? I might want to steal the recipe.
You and me both.
Okay. First, fill Fill a large bucket with fresh cow's milk.
Yeah, there's your milkshake sticks right there.
Blend 1 ounce each of parsley, ginger, and caraway seeds with 8 ounces of sap from a mature maple or pop.
I thought I tasted the sweet sap.
You add the barley and the yeast.
You got to get yeast.
Yep.
6 ounces of blackberry juice and honey.
Them blackberries.
Next, take 12 large earthworms baked on a shovel, the spleen of a red squirrel, 4 ounces of strained muletail sweat, 100 finely crushed black flies, a pinch of dirt, a pound surrounded in a buck rub, and the dried and powdered left testicle of a fully grown moose. Chill and serve.
Bravo!
But that just breaks the spell. Now we gotta protect ourselves from the evil spirits.
What, there's more?
Oh yeah.
A moose testicle?
That says for every tree in the forest there's a spirit. Some are good and some are evil. According to the Ojibwas, this lets the good spirits in and keeps the bad spirits out.
It smells like porcupine piss.
It is!
You want us to drink this too, Ruben?
Look here! Just splash it on like so. Not only does it protect you from the evil spirits, but when it comes to the bucks, it's an aphrodisiac.
Afro what?
Aphrodisiac. She said her father went out last year, covered himself head to toe with a piss. 15 minutes later, he was surrounded by hundreds of bucks.
Hundreds of bucks?
Hundreds of bucks, that's right, Jerry. She said, if you can stand the stink, they'll walk right up to you and introduce themselves.
Say, Ruben, how does one go about extraction a jar of piss from a porcupine?
The first thing you gotta do, Jimmer, is catch one, which I did about a month back. Nice, 30 pounder.
Oh, that's a good size quill pig.
Real good size, you're right, Jimmer.
Can't believe I drank a moose testicle.
You're lucky. I think it was one of those chunks I was chewing on.
You grab some sticks up.
Oh,
If
no.
you grab some quill pigs, you know, you get stuck with the stickers.
No, you're right there, Jimmer. No, I saw one down in the Sody Creek, out on the rock, sunning himself.
Oh, down the Shody Creek.
Yeah, so I snuck up behind him and I threw a blanket over him. I took him home.
Oh, no stickers.
No stickers.
Woohoo.
Moose, right? No, so I took him home and I put him in his cage out back that I made special. Had a little layer floor over top of his pan underneath.
Oh, sure.
Sure. Then I spent the entire next week making that little pig drink all the water he could stand.
First
Come
Jack.
Saturday, that pan was overflowing.
Ruben,
Then it was just a matter of taking some of that wife's spare pickle jars and pouring extra piss into it, setting them out in the sun for a day or two so they ripe up.
Ruben,
What?
between your moose ball milkshakes and your pickle jars full of porcupine piss, I think you got us covered, eh?
I was just trying to explain to the Jimmer here
If
how...
you got a magic potion for dealing out loner hands, bring that. That would be helpful.
Your only hope.
I was talking to my partner, thank you very much.
Jimmer there. As always,
Take no prisoners. Moomy moon.
Ruben, just try to remember what Trump is this year, okay? You cost us the championship last year.
I cost us the championship last year. What cost us the championship last year was when somebody, I won't mention, called
You
for
just
a
tried to
warning
remember.
hand.
Somebody
I
needs
got
to
you,
say
because I
it
free
spans
spring
the whole
chicks.
nature of the
That's
hand.
what
Hearts
cost
and
us
hearts,
the
not
championship.
just ours.
Thank you very
Paradise,
much.
eh?
I just think they got their signals.
I was too suited with the ace high.
To shoot it with the ace high is not a loner hand, and you wonder why we never win.
I know why we never win. I'm looking at why we never win.
Ladies.
when he picks it up. Gloves his trunk there, eh? And he trumps the ace. All right. This will be tree.
I swear to God, Ruben.
Can't tell him.
Oh, it's camp's rules.
If he forgot, he forgot. Gotta play without knowing.
You forgot what trumpets again, haven't you, Reuben? Haven't you?
I can't finish this hand.
What do you mean you can't finish his hand?
Nothing but 9s and 10s.
More like 2s, 3s, and 4s.
There ain't no 2s, 3s, and 4s in a euchre game. Maybe when he shuffled, you picked up the wrong cards, eh?
Hey, the only decks in this camp are euchre decks. There ain't no 2s, 3s, and 4s within turning fight. No, the Jimmers, Impala catching fire, that was one thing. The best backwoods whiskey ever to come out of the UP curled up like milk under our noses, that was another. But when the euchre cards changed face, right in our own hands.
What are you staring at me for?
If you wasn't before, you are now.
What?
I don't have to
Boys.
say it. You know damn well what.
Say it! I want to hear you say it! Say it!
Curse, all right? You're cursed!
I hid there for what seemed like forever, trying to make sense out of something that made no sense at all. The Jimmer said it best.
That was the strangest things I ever heard. And I've been to space.
And then, just when we thought it couldn't get any worse.
Department of Natural Resources!
It's the DNR!
Pop! No!
Boy, are we glad to see you!
Oh, you're such for sore eyes.
Come on in, officer!
Please, call me Ranger Tom.
Ranger Tom, welcome to the world-famous Sody Deer Camp. I'm Reuben Sody. That there's my pop, Albert Sody. Over there, my baby brother, Remnar Sody. And the living legend right next to you there is none other than the one and only Jim Monogamy from Menominee.
Oh, sure, super sure.
You know, I've been ticketed by every DNR officer to ever set foot in these woods. I don't remember ever seeing you.
Well, I just got transferred up to this part of the state.
Oh yeah, from where?
Detroit.
Oh, that's a true.
What the
There you go, down there. Real nice and stuff.
Ranger Tom, you won't believe the night we had, eh?
It all started with the Jimmers and Paula.
That's
It's
right.
heavy sugar shit.
Right, brand new 84 Impala.
First in the face.
Yeah.
First she seen me.
For no reason at all.
And then the sweet sap.
Yeah,
Oh,
syrup,
yeah,
eh?
syrup,
Syrup,
syrup, syrup.
Colonel donuts. And then hold on to your hat for this one.
Oh, you're not going to believe this
Yeah.
one, eh? We're playing this game of Ukraine, and right in the middle of our hand, the cards changed their numbers.
Oh,
Nothing
it was
but
a
two
blood.
and threes are
Two
on.
and threes and
One
fours
was
and a
aces,
euchre.
jacks, and aces,
And
and
then
next.
there was those
Voices.
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 Coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot. Coming for to carry me
He sung
home.
the whole damn song. Well, him being from the DNR and all, we didn't want to interrupt for fear he might take away our hunting licenses. You got to remember that this time of year, the DNR is more powerful than God. In fact, some of them think they are God. But in Ranger Tom's case,
I just saw God up on your ridge. God.
You mean God?
God, God.
The one with the angels and
With heaven and the angels of the manger. That's right.
You saw the manger?
You sure it wasn't the Shakespeare?
He's right, maybe it was just a UFO.
I didn't see.
The Jimmer was abducted by aliens.
I spent the whole weekend in space once.
I saw the light.
a light.
You saw light?
We saw a light tonight.
Was it Hoover and above you? Because, you know, I saw lights too right before they chopped me up the chute.
No. The light. The light you see right before before you see God. Well, I was out combing the area for irregularities. We got a lot of orange coming up over the bridge tonight. I go out and show a presence. All of a sudden it came to me. This big, round ball of light right along the tree line. Lit up the whole ridge. Right in the middle of it was this some kind of, I don't know what it was, but it held me. I fell to my knees. And I started praying because it was God. It had to be God because all of a sudden words were coming out of my mouth. Words I'd never said before. Words I didn't know the meaning of. Well, it was as if, this is going to sound crazy, but it was as if someone were inside my body, speaking through me. I lost all sense of time and place, my place in time. I began questioning my own reason for being. My mind was filled with a never-ending stream of ceaseless, incessant contemplation. Examine and re-examine.
I've been thinking,
My sad excuse.
What?
well, what with all that's been going on, you know, the Jimmers and Paula and Sweet Sassy and Euchre Car Exchange right in front of our eyes.
The voices?
The voices there, and now the DNR showing up at camp. Maybe your Edmund's right.
Right about what?
Well, maybe because of my little problem, it might be better for all of us if we just jumped in our trucks and drove back to Escanaba.
Are you out of your mind?
No, you're seasoned.
You know, come back next year when it's not so weird.
You think after I just got done drinking the left testicle of a fully grown moose, you're getting out of this camp alive? You're crazy.
Nobody's going to leave Sody Deer Camp unless I say so. The last time I checked, tomorrow is still open day. We're going to hunt it. That includes you too, Reuben. Now, all of you. All of you, just hit the sack, eh? For those of you that aren't from the UP, you got to understand about the night of the UP. It's a whole different animal altogether. There's a stillness to it, like black ice. You can't see it, you can't touch it. If you're not careful, it'll wrap its arms around you until the only thing you can feel is your own heart beating and your own breath breathing. Reuben would say later that he wasn't sure what it was that woke him up. Might have been a dream, or the moonlight coming out from behind a cloud, or it could have been the sound of all those deer.
Holy wow!
Acting stupidly, they don't bend it. Don't you think maybe how about you and me, yeah? Well, we partied all night, never made it to our bunks, and I was sitting in the tree stand on a 3-day trunk. Wind was blowing 45, temp 30 below. I was freezing to death. Then it started to snow. So I got down from the trees and started heading for the truck. And that's when I seen it there. The 30-point buck. 30.5.
Can't sleep? Yeah, me neither. I gotta go to a two-holer. I'm not back in 5 minutes. You might want to come up for me, okay? All that's going on around here. Might not be a bad idea to bring a gun either. Who knows what's out there? Could be anything. Aliens. Bears. Alien bears? Might even be God himself, just like Ranger Tom said. But I gotta believe if God's out there, I think the last place he'd be is a sody two-holer, eh? Still, if I run into God out there, don't shoot, okay? In fact, if you see me doing this, that means hold your fire, I'm with God. Reuben? Pop, wake up!
What?
There's something wrong with Reuben! I was on my way to the two-holer, eh?
Ah, it smells like you didn't make it.
And he ain't talking back. I think he's just ignoring me like he always does, and then he says that word.
What word?
That one right there.
Reuben? Reuben, are you there?
It's the curse, ain't it, Pop?
Could be the buck fever.
That ain't no buck fever, Pop. He's got eyes coming out his mouth.
Reuben.
This is what happens when you start screwing around with the spirits, eating earthworms on shovels and drinking porcupine piss and moose testicles and the caw.
Yeah, hold yourself, eh? Now quick. Keep this up and don't wake him up, eh? Got any smelling salts? Renner, do we got any smelling salts?
The only salt we got is a salt lick up on a ridge, and if you think I'm going to get it, you're crazy. Holy Mother Mary's good.
About next gonna be this. Give me some of that,
Holy
eh?
Mother Mary's good. Here. Holy Mother Mary's good.
All right. Reuben, wake up. Wake up, eh?
Slap him. Holy Mother Mary's good. With the piss. Slap him with the piss. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Holy Mother Mary's good.
Give me one of those milkshakes.
Here. Oh,
Well, yeah. Just don't wake him up, nothing will. Okay. Reuben, let me give you a little bit of milkshake, eh? Wake up. Does that sound good? All right, again. Here we go. Down the hatch. That's it! Stay back. I don't want you to hit you.
you're not going to shoot him, are you, Pop?
No, I'm not going to shoot him. I'm just going to fire a round off next to his ear. Wake him up.
You can't do that. He'll go down.
Oh, he's deaf now. Look at him.
Wait, I got a better idea. Where's the keys to my truck?
What, the keys to your
Got
truck?
100-foot jumper cables out there. We'll hook one end up to the truck, we'll hook the other end up to Reuben, and at the count of 3, we'll start it up.
Are you out of your mind?
I seen Bob McGinnis do it once.
Well, that would explain a lot then, wouldn't it? Come on, there's something else.
I can't think of nothing else, Pop. I am taught out.
And then it happened. Like a voice from heaven, it called to us. Okay, all clear.
Wait.
Got it in there good?
You take it closer, he gets attached.
Now what?
Now we wait. Jimmer likes going to the good one. He might catch
That's right, yeah. You may come shooting right back that way. Prepare to catch him, eh?
What's he looking for?
There's something wrong with you.
We think he's cursed.
Cursed. He ain't neither cursed.
Look at it.
Why is he?
Well, we thought if the Jimmer like go with a good one, might snap him out of it. We must have stood there a good 30 minutes. Nobody moved a muscle. Unfortunately, that included the Jimmer. That's when Ranger Tom suggested some basic DNR training that he thought might come in useful in this situation. He pumped his legs. One potato, two potato, three potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato, more. Keep pumping. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 5 potato.
That explains my dreams.
Jimmer, you see what it looks like, Jimmer.
He's right.
I thought the same thing.
I was on my way to the tool.
He's right.
Yeah, I was on my way to the tool. I said, hey, Reuben, cover me. I'm going to the tool. And he didn't say nothing. So we were going to try to solve it. I wasn't going to go up to the sub like on the ridge.
No.
We tried to we tried to porcupine
Tried to piss.
And
That's it.
the moose we tried to milkshake it. We were going to hook him up to my jumper thing. You let go of the good one. He said, what better way to stab somebody on a loony bill than you throw so many booms? Look out!
listen up, eh?
Good to see you, big brother.
Now we talking to lost you for good, eh?
Oh, thank goodness for the Jimmer.
Yeah.
Hats off to Jimmer.
Way to go, bud.
I got some other one.
No! Fine, thanks, Jimmer.
Maybe you should see the Ranger come over there. There's a little discombobulated.
I got some.
Reuben, can you talk?
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
Oh, we lost you for sure there. You all right?
I feel like I've been hit by a truck.
was it a gas truck?
You was out on your feet, eh? You tried every which way to wake you up, but nothing seemed to take. And that's when the Jimmer there, eh? Well, let's just say the legend lives on.
Boomity boom. Where is it?
Where's what?
The light. There was a light.
A light? What light?
I saw a light.
Where?
It started in that window.
That one, no?
Was it a bright white light?
It was bright.
A bright white light, right?
Right?
Well, I saw a bright white light. Up on the ridge.
Well, mine was in the window.
You sure it wasn't a Shakespeare?
A what?
Shakespeare.
Spaceship.
Was yours a spaceship, Ranger Tom?
It wasn't a spaceship. It was God. Well, you saw the face of God, look just like I did.
I ain't so sure mine was God.
Of course it
Holy
was.
Ghost.
Well, this confirms it, don't you see?
Father, Son,
You-
Holy Ghost. Holy Mother.
Could you not do that, please? We're trying to make some sense of our lives here. This light, when you saw it, did it call to you?
Didn't call me nothing.
Mine Hoover.
I'm not talking to you, sir. I'm talking to him. Now, please wait over by your vehicle. Did you want to walk towards the light like I did? Only I ran in the other direction, screaming for my life?
No, I went for my gun.
You don't shoot God.
That was God?
Of course it was.
I almost shot God.
Now listen to me. This is very, very important. As an officer of the Department of Natural Resources, I hereby command you to tell me everything you saw in vivid detail. Can you do that?
I think so.
Everyone sit down. This man is about to speak.
Well, after the light come, I saw this vision.
Of what?
God? Well, if that was God, then he's a buck.
Oh, he's out of the box!
With the nose of a woodchuck.
Nose?
A woodchuck. Tiny little nose. Just like one of those woodchucks out by the tool holder.
Bucks ain't got no woodchuck noses.
Please. Well, this one did. Though that might be because it weren't really a buck all the way from head to toe, seeing how there ain't no buck I know that can stand on its back legs so it can look in through the window.
The buck was looking in through the window.
The buck with the woodchuck nose, yeah.
Buck with the woodchuck nose was looking through the window.
Not just the window. He was looking at me from up there and over there and wherever that light was, so was he. And he had these eyes. They were like the coon's eyes. You know, with the little blindfold thing going on around him? And then when it buried its teeth like this, I could see it had the teeth of the great northern pike. And then his hands had these big claws on the fingers, and they were long and black and curling around, just like a wolverine, with fur on them, lots of fur, fur all over him, just like a black bear. Though it wasn't as big as a black bear, because that might be because it was part woodchuck. Don't know about that. Little fun. But I do know one thing. As sure as I'm sitting here, it was also part human.
Human?
I can't tell you which part. I just got the feeling, so that's what I saw. Was that what you saw, Ranger Tom? Was that God?
No. Oh, for those of you not from the UP, you got to know about the bear walks.
Bear walk.
Bear walks.
Bear walk. You won't see them listed in the brochures that they hand out at the bridge, but they're as much a part of the UP as the pictured rocks, only they're evil.
Evil Dad was a bear walk.
Oh, mother, there he's coming. Mother, son.
It usually starts out as a light.
Then it changes.
Changes into what?
Usually a bear.
Or a coon.
Woodchuck.
Wolverine.
White.
Or a buck.
And the human part, that's the spirit part. Usually come back looking for something.
That's why the sweet sap turned to syrup. And that's why the cards changed the hands in our faces.
Oh, my Chevy shook a shit.
That's its name I get. Yai.
Yai. The bear walk. What's gonna happen to me, Pop?
Hang on there, son.
I'm gonna die, ain't I?
Well, you're not gonna die.
Yes, I am.
Okay, maybe you are. Back here.
Shacker! Shimmer! Shacker! 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 Shacker!
He's channeling. Now that's a bear walk talking.
Fish shacker! Fish shacker!
The bear walk knows it's the fish for jackers.
Fish shacker! Fish shacker!
Oh!
Shackerfish!
Shackerfish.
What the hell's a shackerfish?
Sacrifice.
A what?
The bear walk, and what's a sacrifice?
Shackerfish!
A sacrifice.
What the hell are we gonna give it?
Swing low, chariot, coming toward Thanks for stopping by, dear ladies and gentlemen.
Nice meeting ya.
Alrighty then, on three, okay?
What I say.
One. Two.
I'm the one it wants.
What the hell are you talking about? That's a bear walk out there.
This is no time for being a hero, Reuben.
Come on,
Put that gun down before you hurt yourself.
I'm cursed. Don't you see? I'm cursed. And there's only one way to break a curse like the one I got.
Reuben,
Every year you've been telling me, this is your year, Reuben, this is your year. Well, this is it. Either way, it stops tonight. Either I eat the bear walk or the bear walk eats me. But somebody's going to be putting meat on somebody's table.
I know what you're thinking. Albert Zodi. This tale you're telling, it's nothing but a crock. It's the truth. If you think I've been stretching things up till now, well, what happens next, you ain't not only not gonna believe, you're gonna think it's time to get on the phone to the whitecoats and tell them to bring the wagon and plenty of straps, because Albert Zodi's off his rocker for good. So I won't. I'll let Reuben tell you in his own words. Sodi Deer Camp, November 15th, 1989. And when the light come again, it come in through the window, like the river over the rocks. And then the buck come, and what a buck it was. I brought my rifle up, put my finger in the trigger, cocked back the hammer, took a deep breath to steady my nerves. When all of a sudden,
Hello! Reuben. How you doing? You doing good? Is
The world famous Swordy Deercamp?
Yeah, you found her.
And is that the sweet sap whiskey I see?
You might be so lucky.
Well, I better have me a snort, eh? This tastes like porcupine piss. The hell made that?
Are you the bear walk?
Do I look like a bear to you?
Are you God? If you're not God, you're not the Jimmer, and you're not the bear walk, then who are you?
All good things come to those who shoot straight.
I know this very much, eh?
Anything worth free is worth saving up for. If you don't know where to start,
Go back to the beginning. Great-grandpa Alphonse?
don't freeze up on me now, boy. Are you still with me?
I'm still with you. I'm as loony as Uncle Elvin, but I'm still with you.
Good.
You're dead, ain't you?
Oh, yeah. I'm dead. Very dead.
Okay. How come you're talking to me through the Jimmer?
He spends half his time on the other side anyway. Can you do something for your great-grandfather?
I'll try.
You see that buck outside the window there?
The one as big as a house?
Nice back on him, eh?
Sure is.
Shoot it.
Shoot him?
Yeah.
You mean just shoot?
Just bring up your gun and fire away.
I ain't never shot a buck before.
I know this.
Every time I get the gun up, I just...
All right. You just relax, okay? Now tell me something. Do you believe in fate?
I don't know.
How about luck? You believe in luck?
Only luck I've ever had has been bad.
Well, good. Then you believe
What?
in something, anything. For instance, do you believe that I'm here right now?
No.
Well, then you ain't never gonna shoot no buck.
Did you bring me that buck, Great-grandpa?
Let's just say it was somebody a little higher on the spiritual food chain than me.
Was it God?
Higher.
There's somebody higher than God?
Reuben, shoot the buck.
Who was it?
Just shoot the buck.
Great-grandpa, I gotta know. If it wasn't you, and it wasn't God, then who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take him, Reuben. Take him now.
I brought my rifle up, put my finger in the trigger, pulled back the hammer, took a deep breath to steady my nerves.
Turn around, big boy. Let me see you from the side.
And I shot that big son of a bitch.
Put out your guard and onions, honey. I'm here to gut their blood.
That's when I knew it was her. She had made it so, just like she said she would. Then she explained the unexplainable. That's when I knew everything I'd ever need to know.
Kisaki, bear with 3 legs.
I love you too, Wolf Moon Dance.
Kisaki, Kisaki.
Let's go, Mark!
Reuben's buck got the whole family in venison for the following spring. It was some of the best ven I've ever ate. You know, when I tell this story to them downstaters, I seen them turn their noses up. I seen them. I wouldn't expect anything more from a bunch of brie-belching, white wine drinking, Winnebago driving, fudge-sucking trolls. It's like this. When I sit down at the Sunday table and facing all that food that we hunted and gathered ourselves, surrounded by sodies, I'm in heaven. If you want to get to heaven, but you're already there. Because it's north of the bridge.